Hello guys, I'm back with some more Sakura Spirit. I have not done this in a while, and didn't we get up to... Oh, I forgot what happened last time. It's been so long since I recorded this. I'm just doing this to basically let out that I can't exactly record for a while after this. I'm having health problems again. This time it is far worse than what I had last time. Nowhere near this could be nowhere near as severe. No, that could be nowhere near as severe as to this. Because this one, I've only told a few people, but I'm not exactly going to say, because I'm not sure how bad it's gonna be. But I've got a weird feeling it's gonna get worse. So I'm just gonna get on with this. How many times am I going to have to say it? I am sorry. I froze, okay? I panicked. Your sword is stronger than my Naginata. What was I even going to accomplish by? That is unacceptable. I will reprimand. What are those creatures doing here? Elder Summer, this is highly unorthodox. She's highly unorthodox. Shh, Mayako-chan. These are our guests, Shukinyo Dono. You shall treat them with the respect they deserve. Now take a seat and listen to their tale. That is an order. I understand, Elder Summer. Why did I just find my original Mayake voice? I've just found my original Mayake voice. First and foremost, let me express my gratitude for helping save this village. While Shukinyo Dono's brave attempt to stop the spirit allowed us to prevent further damage, I feel that her fate would have been much worse had the spirit been allowed to continue its rampage. It most probably would have. Therefore, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for saving Shukinyo Dono and this village, Takahiro-kun, and you as well, fox spirits. No problem. Shin-chan told us to do it. Besides, Sakura's a stupid, smelly Mimi Pants. Yeah, nice insult. We humbly accept your gratitude, Elder Summer. Mimi-chan. Shukinyo Dono. Thank you, Mayako-san. Mayako-san, you really helped us out there. You've got more guts than me. That girl had me terrified. Chi-cha. Okay. I've got a weird feeling. Okay. No, have you not considered that they might be working together with that monster? And this is all of these to sneak into the village and steal what little resources we have left. Now people understand why she is my least favourite of all of them in this game. Not only is she a tsundere, but she's a tsundere to the extent where she will never trust anyone again. The elder sighed before his gaze sharpened, his tone surprisingly stern in comparison to how he had been talking. His voice was so harsh that both girls visibly flinched at the sound of it. Mia, you seem to have been underestimating the power of these spirits. If those three had joined forces, there would possibly have been no village left. The man sighed deeply, shaking his head before continuing. Oh my god, what's happened to my voice? My voice is going very quickly. You should be grateful. We would not stand a chance if all spirits were to conspire against us. Do I need to remind you that we can barely stand our ground against even one of them? Elder Summer, you must understand. Due to my situation, I simply cannot pretend to be friends with a spirit. Not after everything they have done to us. But for now, I will at least remain silent on the matter. There is more at stake here than my personal feud. Know this, fuck that. If I find either of you doing anything suspicious, I will personally find out whether my sword goes through you as ineffectively as it did that monster. I will penetrate you guys. Oh god, no. Why did I phrase it like that? Please don't ask. There shall be no talk of such things within this house. I'm gonna try to get Mouse off screen. There, Mouse is off screen, that pisses me off. Now, Takahiro-kun, you mentioned you wanted to tell us something? Could it be related to your younger companion's comment? I find it curious to hear her mention the name of an old spirit, such as Sayuri. Actually, what I'm about to tell is something I learned directly from her. You mean? You met her in person? I nodded my head firmly. What's happened to the mood change? There's a reason behind the spirit's attitude towards humans, and it doesn't strike you as odd that there are only spirits in this particular area? It is true that there has been no spirit sightings outside of this region, but what does that have to do with us? It has something to do with this region, apparently. You see, the spirits here aren't from this world. Dun 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 dun! You mean to say... Taka-kun, what are you saying? We are spirits, but surely we are still out of this world. Ine-sama, what does that mean? Sayuri told me you probably wouldn't remember it because of how young you were when it happened. But spirits have a world of their own. Some accident caused both worlds to merge temporarily. Why the hell does it sound like I'm about to start crying? I'm not. Then, why aren't there more spirits around? The whole thing was apparently dealt with before it got out of hand. Well, a few spirits became trapped here. It's a trap! Machiko-san, Mayako-chan, and 4 other spirits were unfortunate enough to get stuck here. I think Sayuri willingly came here to watch over them. You remember being with Sayuri for a while, don't you? That's none of your business. Sue-chan took care of us for a little while, but then she took us to the mansion and sort of just left us there. Now we can only visit her when she wants us to. What about those 4 other spirits? Even though she's a powerful spirit, Sayuri has to follow certain rules. Because of that, she wasn't able to reach the other spirits. I do not know what to say. I need a moment. Might I use another room to compose myself? I'll show you. I can take you somewhere and look after you to make sure you don't do anything fiendish and all that. Come on, Michiko-chan, this way. When Michiko and Narumi left the room, I sighed and turned my focus back onto the conversation. Now, about the panty theft? Right, they did seem rather adamant about getting their hands on those for some reason. What was the purpose of that? Surely those girls have undergarments of their own. It was a simple mistake. I needed a maiden silk for my spell. How was I supposed to know there was something other than the silky things girls wear? It was all a misunderstanding. None of them knew what that maiden silk is another term for a wedding sash. Innocent, huh? If they really thought that, then they could have just used their own. Yeah. That's where you're wrong, Ine-sama. No, that's where you're wrong. Ine-sama and I don't have any. You too. I think we should move on to a different matter. He's blushing. Oh god, no. Oh god. So there was a sudden strong blow of wind. I'm not thinking about it. I'm not thinking. Oh god. Yeah, moving on. She always suggested that we find a way to help you guys out. If we can make you trust us, we figured that maybe you would make us a sash. But where would you need such an item? Ooh, silly man, I already told you, I need it for a spell. Mayako-chan, this guy isn't a magician. He doesn't know what you're talking about. Basically, Mayako-chan has been researching a spell that would allow her to travel to another realm. Why would she desire such power? Imagine being stuck far away from this village. You don't have any way to return to your loved ones. To make things worse, you're in a place you don't know, with beings unlike you have seen before. Now let's say if you had a power that would let you go to that would let you go anywhere you want. Where would you go? You're saying that? Yes, even though they aren't aware of it, they must have subconsciously felt that they were different from you. They only wanted to go home. Now you start feeling really bad for them. That they were hunted down for the primal instinct to go home. But home. Oh no! I've just remembered something. Kinda? I guess I want to cast a spell to see what would happen. Su-chan told me that if I ever felt like that, I should ask her first and go with it. So I did, and since she didn't warn me about anything, I figured it was just like any other spell. I think it's normal, Mayako-chan, whether it's humans or spirits. Everyone wants a place they can call their own. A place where they are accepted for who they are. Isn't that right, Elder Summer? But you accept me for who I am, don't you, Takani? I'd certainly feel sad if everyone ended up rejecting me, simply because of who I am. Surely not all spirits are good at heart, but perhaps we have been too quick in labelling them all evil. For a moment, I saw the Elder's eyes wander sideways toward the room Narumi and Mayako-chan had moved to. His gaze softened. Unfortunately, some of us have suffered quite a lot at the hands of the spirits. It will take some time for the people to come to terms with those feelings, Takahiro-kun. Meanwhile, in a room off to the side of the main room, the guard lieutenant was watching over the older fox spirit as she seemed to be in the grips of a minor panic attack. No, this can't be right. This can't be true. I'm from this world. This world. I'm not going to actually sing this world, no, his world, because then I will get a copyright strike. I belong here, don't I? Maybe you should sit down, or like lay back or something. I can get you a pillow if you'd like, or no, you could not possibly understand. You cannot know what it is like to have everything you knew your whole life just pulled out from under you completely. Actually, I do. What do you mean? It was a while ago now. I was still just a kid, maybe 5 years old. There was an incident involving those other spirits. I don't know exactly what happened, but there was a big fire, and my parents got trapped inside, never made it out. So yeah, don't tell me I don't know what it's like to have your whole life torn apart. I am so sorry. I did not know. I could not have known. That almost makes it worse. You should know. You should know exactly what it did to me, how it made me feel. Pardon? I do not know what you are talking about, huh? Narumi, was it? Narutan. What? That's what you used to call me, Chi-chan. You used to call me Narutan. We used to play together almost every day. That's how you should know. I was with you when the incident happened, and you don't even remember. The girl collapsed onto one knee, clutching her head. I remember. The village going orange. A girl younger. I'm resembling you. Why could I not remember this before? My head hurts. I remember seeing you cry. You screamed to me at parents, and then you were calling out my name as I ran. I had to. The villagers, they wanted to catch us, all spirits. They didn't care that we had been playing by the river all day. I couldn't explain it. I had to run. I can't believe it. Narutan, I am so sorry. The fox spirit reached out for the guard, who pulled back instinctively. As she did, the pain seemed to disappear. Mitsuko looked more relieved than anything. No, not yet. I just can't forget about all that happened. It isn't that easy. But you did stand up to that slime creep, the one that you called Sakura. You risked your life for Mio, and for the village, and that's worth giving you a chance. I can't promise a miracle though, because she barely even listens to me. I'll try to talk her down. She really isn't the cold, heartless captain everyone thinks she is. Thank you. Thank you for giving us a chance, Narutan. I promise Mayako and I will do our best. Perhaps you could tell me more about the incident. Machiko, you don't press the instance like that. That's how you make people cry. I'd rather not. It isn't a happy story, but if you do me a favour, I might be more willing to tell you more. I want to get stronger. I couldn't do anything earlier today. I couldn't protect anyone. I don't have the brains for magic or anything like that, but that Takahiro guy knows some pretty flashy moves. If you could get him to teach me some. All you've seen him do is a block. You haven't seen him throw anyone. You haven't seen him actually attack with force. No joke. You've just seen him block one hit. You have seen him block one hit. And catch some pantsu with his face. I forgot all about that. Deal, Chicha? I'm not too sure. That seems like a bit of an unfair deal on my part. Perhaps you could sweeten it for me? Just a little. Always the charmer, huh? Alright, how about this? I'll tell you something about when we were younger. Like when we used to play together in the woods near the village. There's a little stream there that we used to fish. Sometimes you would sneak into the village with me, and we'd play pranks on the shop owners, knocking on doors and running away. Silly kid stuff. You'd even show me your magic, your mutant abilities, but you said you didn't like doing it all that much, because it made Mayako cry. That's why, when Mayako saw me transform the first time, she got so scared she ran away and nearly hurt herself. How could I possibly have forgotten that? Now your turn. Thank you for telling me that. I swear I will get Taka-kun to help you. Thank you. The girl stepped forward once again, this time wrapping her arms around the spread guard. He did not fall back. As the two women hugged each other tightly, the fox spirit began trembling. Hey, come on now. We should probably get back to the others. They're probably wondering where we've gone. They went to have Snoop. Forgive me for my absence. I must admit, I did not expect such revelations. Taka-kun, have you explained the situation? Yeah, I think they get it now, but it's probably going to take a while for the villagers to accept you. I do not believe it will be in everyone's best interest to see the true nature of the fox spirits. While I can't promise that friendships will be forged today, let it be known that from now on, the fox spirits are welcome in our village and will receive the same respect as any guest should. Thank you, Elder-sama. My sister and I are very grateful for your hospitality. However, the laws of this village shall apply to you three as well. Takahiro-kun, I believe it will be in your best interest to learn more about the village. Tsukino Dono, Narumi-chan, I leave him in your care. So Machiko has basically had to do nothing for info from Narumi, because the elder's a bastard. Okay, it fucking works somehow. And try not to put him back in that cell, you two. I think that'd be a very Mio thing to do. You've got it, Oji-sama. We'll do our best. What about Mayako-chan and Chi-chan? Machiko-chan. San. I would like them to stay here for the time being. We need to discuss what to do should the other spirits choose to return. Elder-sama. I would like to stay with you for that conversation. It is my duty to protect the village and those within it from any perceived danger. This includes you. I also believe it would serve me well to hear this firsthand. Of course, I expected nothing. Tsukino Dono, Narumi-chan, how about you take Takahiro-kun for a walk? And do not think that this is a date, young man. You are going to need more than that show earlier to earn the right to date my granddaughter. I may secretly be hoping for that. At this point, you can tell he's got at least a 3-person harem. With me, it's definitely not perceived, seen yet. The man laughed heartily as I blushed, smiling weakly. At least I wouldn't end up cuffed and brought to a jail cell this time. Maybe it would even turn out to be a pleasant experience. Oh yeah. I'm gonna end this one here. I'm actually gonna end this one here because that drained me. I'm basically gonna do another session, but that one can be just left there. So I'm gonna see you guys in the next one.